The Supermarine Spitfire, an iconic British fighter aircraft, has a storied legacy in aviation history, widely celebrated for its role in World War II. Designed by R.J. Mitchell of the Supermarine Aircraft Company, the Spitfire was instrumental in defending the United Kingdom during the Battle of Britain and beyond. This aircraft was renowned for its speed, maneuverability, and adaptability, making it a key player in air combat for the Royal Air Force RAF during the war. Development and design. The design of the Supermarine Spitfire originated in the mid-1930s when the RAF sought a high-performance fighter to counter growing threats from Nazi Germany. R.J. Mitchell, the chief designer at Supermarine, was tasked with creating a new fighter aircraft that would be able to meet these requirements. The result was the Spitfire, featuring an elliptical wing shape, which offered superior maneuverability and high-speed stability. The Spitfire's design was revolutionary, with a relatively low wing loading that allowed it to perform tight turns, making it highly agile in dogfights. One of the defining features of the Spitfire was its Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. This powerful engine provided the aircraft with exceptional speed and climb rate, vital for intercepting enemy bombers and fighters. The Spitfire was also designed with a retractable undercarriage and a closed cockpit, both of which contributed to its streamlined design and overall performance. Role in World War II. The Supermarine Spitfire first saw action in 1938 and became a central figure in the Battle of Britain in 1940. As the Luftwaffe launched relentless bombing raids against Britain, the Spitfire proved to be one of the RAF's most effective tools for air defense. Alongside the Hawker Hurricane, another key RAF fighter, the Spitfire played a critical role in protecting the skies over Britain, ultimately thwarting the German invasion. The Spitfire's agility and speed made it particularly effective in dogfights. Its elliptical wings allowed for tight turns, making it difficult for enemy aircraft to get a clear shot. Additionally, the aircraft's ability to climb quickly allowed it to reach altitudes where it could engage enemy bombers and fighters on equal terms. Throughout the war, the Spitfire was continuously upgraded with improved engines, weapons, and avionics, allowing it to adapt to changing threats and technologies. One of the most significant variants of the Spitfire was the Mk IX, which featured the Rolls-Royce Merlin 61 engine, offering improved performance over earlier models. This variant proved to be essential in countering the superior German fighters like the Focke-Wulf 190. The Spitfire also served in other roles, including as a reconnaissance aircraft and a ground attack platform, further proving its versatility. Variants and upgrades. The Spitfire was produced in numerous variants throughout the war, each incorporating different improvements and adaptations. The early Mk I version was the first operational model, which later evolved into the Mk II, Mkv, and Mk IX, each offering enhanced capabilities, from better armament to more powerful engines. One of the most notable upgrades to the Spitfire was the introduction of the Griffin engine, which was larger and more powerful than the Merlin. This upgrade created the later variants such as the Mk14, which was capable of greater speeds and climbing rates. The Griffin-powered Spitfires were used extensively during the later stages of World War II and proved to be incredibly effective in combat. Another key variant was the Spitfire PR photo reconnaissance models, which featured modifications for reconnaissance missions. These aircraft were fitted with cameras and flown at high altitudes to gather intelligence on enemy movements. The Spitfire also saw action in the Pacific Theater, where it was used in both ground attack roles and as a fighter interceptor. Legacy and post-war use. The legacy of the Supermarine Spitfire extends well beyond its combat role in World War II. After the war, many Spitfires were used by air forces around the world, including in former British colonies, where they were employed for various roles such as training, transport, and air policing. In the post-war years, as jet technology emerged, the Spitfire was eventually phased out of frontline service. However, its influence on aviation continued to be felt, with many of its design principles being incorporated into future aircraft. The Spitfire remains a symbol of British resilience and ingenuity, embodying the spirit of the Royal Air Force during its most critical period. In the 21st century, the Supermarine Spitfire continues to capture the imagination of aviation enthusiasts and historians. Numerous Spitfires have been preserved and are flown at airshows and events around the world. Their distinctive sound and appearance evoke memories of the bravery and sacrifice of the men and women who flew them during World War II. Conclusion. The Supermarine Spitfire is more than just an aircraft, it is a symbol of determination, excellence, and triumph in the face of adversity. Its role in the Battle of Britain and throughout World War II cemented its place as one of the most legendary fighters in aviation history. Even decades after the end of the war, the Spitfire's legacy endures, continuing to inspire admiration and respect among those who study and cherish military aviation history.